Hello everyone, I am Squeak, and welcome back to Battlesector. I know it's been a while, college is annoying, but school is out, summer is here. I'm hoping to remedy that, release new videos. And today we're going to talk about what is strategy and what is tactics. I had a guy on one of my videos comment asking what's the difference, and today we're going to cover that. And so what we're going to do to cover this is I'm going to create two new armies. It's just going to be the default ones the game gives you. 2,000 points. We're going to do Tyranids and we're going to do Blood Angels. Because these are the armies that you start off with when you first get the game. We're going to try and keep it as simple as possible when it comes to army building and management. Okay, we got two default armies. And then I'm going to use these armies, and I'm going to demonstrate when I use strategy, when I use tactics. But first, let's start off by giving simple definitions. So, strategy is usually creating a plan, and tactics is usually figuring out how to execute the plan, right? So, strategy is recognizing you need to do X, Y, Z, and tactics is how are you going to get to X, Y, Z, or do X, Y, Z, right? Strategy is usually a forward-thinking type of method of thinking, and tactics is more reactive, right? So strategy would be, oh, you're looking at your opponent's lines, and you're spotting stuff you can do things with, and then tactics is moving your troops forward. Maybe something happens, readjust, but or try to keep the plan going. And so planning is usually like strategy is usually threat assessment, figure out which direction we're going to go, like which flank. You want to go through the center of the board or the side of the board. Please excuse me. I have a sore throat this morning. And then tactics is more of a reactive, maybe a bit of aggro. You can play defensively, but tactics is very, very much reactive, or strategy is forward thinking. And so those are like basic definitions that may help you. You know, strategy is basically coming up with a plan. Tactics is figuring out how to execute the plan. And so what we're gonna do is we're gonna go into a skirmish game. And we're doing this because I play on Xbox, and the online servers on Xbox are pretty much dead. We're gonna go to. We're gonna pick a map to play. Let's see, what's a good map to play to demonstrate this. This is a good. No. I think I'm thinking of this one. Yep. And then I have play as. We're gonna go second because if you're playing Battlesector, there's a high chance you're just gonna go on multiplayer and just join a game. Which, if that's the case, I'll go second. And then I usually do Exterminatus, which is just whoever can table the other person first or eliminate other units first. No turn limit, first to 100 points. Blood Angels, we have the default army, and Tyranids, we have their default army. And real quick before we start, a part of strategy is coming up with a plan. So really, what you first want to do is look at the units you have in your army, and assign them jobs and figure out what they're good at. So right off the bat. So the first thing you want to do when it comes to army building, really, is figuring out how you're going to deal with armored units and how you're going to deal with infantry. And these guys, with the plasma guns, are really good at taking out armored units. So these are going to be high value units in our army we want to protect. The same with these guys right here, the assault squads. Melee is in this game, melee is very strong against armored units. So we want to keep the assault squads and the Hellblasters protected. Which the Hellblasters have longer range, so we can keep them in the back of our army, because they'll still be able to hit enemies. And the assault squads have jetpacks, so we can keep them in the back of our army. And then when the time comes, we can throw them into the front line. So that's how we're going to deal with armored units. Now we also have a scout unit, with a multi-melta. And the multi-melta is also good against armor units. So we can also, when the time comes, use this land speeder to help out taking out armored units. This one right here doesn't have that upgrade. That is strange. So this one, I guess, is we're going to use this one as more of a scout unit, and maybe just harass and poke the enemy infantry line. Now for anti-infantry, this tank right here with the twin assault cannons, really good against infantry units. And the same goes with these intercessors. The intercessors are really good against light armored infantry because of the frag grenades. And they're also excuse me. Yeah, they're really good against light infantry because of the frag grenades. And so we're gonna probably combo the ball predator and the intercessors together to kind of be on infantry watch. And this is my favorite unit out of the Blood Angels, because these guys have a grenade launcher pack, so they're basically walking mortar crews, and they're really good against light infantry units. And they have high armor, so they're meant to be in the front line. And then with the Boltstorm Gauntlet and the what's the other one? Oh, just 2 Boltstorm Gauntlets. Okay, so with the Boltstorm Gauntlets, they can just mow down everything in front of them, and then with the grenade launchers on their, or the Fragstorm grenade launchers on their packs, they can help support your army around the whole map because they have a decent range. And so what we're gonna do is, the job of basic infantry in this game is really not to be blunt, is to be their meat shields. So we're gonna put intercessors in the front with aggressors. Our tank a row behind them. We're going to put Hellblasters and assault squads in the back, just biding their time, waiting for the time to strike. And then we have a Librarian, Sanguinary Priest, and a Librarian Dreadnought as our HQ units. So what makes the Librarian really good is he has an ability that lets him fly. So we might keep him in the back with the assault squads, waiting for the time to strike. And he has a sword. So he's basically a glorified assault squad in our army, who actually has a really good ability. The Blood Lance lets us throw basically a spear, and it's really good at messing up light infantry. The Sanguinary Priest is a medic, and so we have a choice here with this. The Hellblasters have an ability where they have a chance of taking damage, but they'll do more damage or more shots. Or we can put the medic in our front line to keep the front of our army healthy, because the front of our army is going to be taking a lot of abuse. And so we have the choice. We can use more abilities or keep the head of our army strong. I believe the wiser choice is to keep the head of our army strong. So when we get into a game, we're going to put the Sanguinary Priest behind the 3 of our intercessors. And then the Librarian Dreadnought is an interesting unit. It's a lot of support. So Librarian can give a unit plus 3 movement and plus 10. That might be himself actually. It gives himself plus 3 movement and plus 10 evasion. Or he can put Shifting Sands, which basically puts difficult terrain on the map and makes it harder for the enemy to move. And then he can give bonus HP and plus 1 melee armor to our unit. And so this Librarian Dreadnought is mainly meant to be a support unit, where the regular Librarian is more of like a flanking unit and a damage hitter. And so we're probably going to put the Librarian Dreadnought, when the game gets in, somewhere in the front. He has a melee, so we're probably going to use him as an anti-armor unit. And we're going to see how this goes. And so we're going to hit start game. Okay, so we just used strategy to identify each of our unit's jobs and to come up with a army layout plan. And so what we came up with was we're going to put our basic Space Marines in the front, because the job of basic infantry in this game really is to be meat shields. And then to keep our front line strong, we put a medic behind it. And then we're also going to put these guys and the tank right here as support. And then now we have a choice. We can put the tank on the left side of this or the right side of this. And so we have to think, when this army is, so using strategy, when this army is marching forward, if we keep the tank like this, the tank will be hugging this wall, which means the tank will not be able to get seen or see everything over here. Which is actually a good thing, because the tank has this tank has a smaller range. So we want the tank to hug this wall, so we can focus on any enemies that are right here, and then any enemies right here cannot attack the tank. So that will also keep pressure off the tank. So we're actually going to keep the tank on this side. And then this is the land speeder with the multi-melter. So we're going to keep this one in the back. We're going to keep our Hell Blasters in the back. Actually, there's 3 of them, so we'll put them over here. Okay. And then we have our squad intercessors in the back. Oh, I completely forgot to go over this unit. This unit is just... they are armored like this unit, the aggressors. But this interceptor, they're equipped with like machine gun pistols, and they have jetpacks. So they're really good for light infantry and flank watch. They're really good at reinforcing a part in the line that is broken. So we're actually going to keep these in the back with our other jetpack dudes. And then this is the guy with the multi-melter, so we'll keep him in the back as well. Our librarian we keep in the back because he has mobility. We're going to put our librarian in the front and center. And we're going to have this guy as a scout ahead, because people like to flank this side, and we're mainly committing to this side. And so we'll see what happens. We're going to ready up, and we're going to look at our opponent's troop movements.
I hear something.
Okay. So just the beginning of the game, it looks like they're committing to... Oh, never mind. It looks like they're going for both sides, maybe leaning more towards the right.
I hear something.
Okay, yeah, it looks like they're definitely going... They're leaning towards the right side. They have at least one guy maybe going left.
Movement on the Auspex.
Okay. So there is a lot of movement over here. There was like 1 or 2 movement over here happening.
We fight and we die for the Imperium.
So we're going to continue with our plan to commit to going up the center. And so we're going to move our Space Marines over here. Try and keep our general army layout.
Line squad ready. We fight and we die for the Imperium.
Of course.
Heavy armor, awaiting your orders.
Oh, looks like our tank can't get in the spot right here, so let's put him there.
Always ready, always vigilant.
We have our firing line of plasma guys in the back.
Ready for recon.
Send a scout unit forward.
My vigilance is eternal.
Librarian Dreadnought will support
We
our
are
main
the
line.
blood blades of Skyfall.
And then the guys that stay in the back will come up.
The librarian can assist you in this matter if it must. On our way.
This guy's our one equipped with the multi-melter. We'll just move over here behind this cover.
Affirmative.
And I think we'll just leave it like that. Just the first turn in the game. Really, all we really do is look at what our opponent's doing, and we push our models forward. Okay, what we get? We got a single prime forward. A prime supported by Gene Stealers. Okay. Okay. So our plasma on Overwatch is shooting at the prime, which is the most ideal target out of all the ones presented. Ah, Venom Thropes. we do not want to get them close. Venom Thropes are strong-esque melee units, but their main thing is they can create a radius of poison. And so we do not want these guys to get close. The Genie Stealers are also really strong melee units. So it looks like our opponent is trying to push center with melee units. Oh. Triguns are also dangerous because they have attack that is damage in a radius. So it looks like they're trying to push center with melee units. So we're probably going to use our Librarian's ability over here to create difficult terrain. And then we might shift commitment to attack this side and target the Trigon while this side is slowed. Okay, so strategy is recognizing what our opponent is doing. Either pushing aside with melee. And then we're using strategy to come up with the answer with that. We can slow them down. And tactics would be get Dreadnought over here, make difficult terrain, and then strategy is recognizing that this is a problem because of its radius attack, and then tactics is we're going to figure out how to shift our army from over here to over here. Now the first thing we're going to do is they have set up kind of a wall. I mean we can just move past them, doesn't really matter, but they will have line of sight on our guy, and I believe their optimal range is 1 or 2, so actually getting close is really risky. And so we're dealing with light infantry. What we can do is we can move our intercessors forward. And so we're going to move our intercessors forward. And we're going to use our frag grenades on these gargoyles.
We fight and we die for the Imperium.
Okay.
We are the sons of Sanguinius.
Okay. And then before I use this guy's grenade, I want to try and use these guys.
Open fire!
Whoa. A lot of those shots missed. Okay.
Throwing grenade!
And as I said earlier, these frag grenades are really good against these light armored infantry, right? These gargoyles have just 1 armor, and 2 grenades took out a whole squad.
Squad ready.
And then what we're going to do is we'll just push these guys forward to do the whole just body block, be a shield for the rest of our army. We're going to get our Librarian Dreadnought forward, which is risky because they have a prime right here and a bunch of melee guys coming up. So if these melee guys come forward and attack my Dreadnought, they can very much possibly kill it. What we're doing is we're making a sandstorm.
Sand shift beneath them.
So they've reduced movement and they are slowed. And then it looks like this prime doesn't have zone of control on me. So what we're going to do is we can cast Quicken on ourselves. We can back up.
Stop me.
Oh, why would our guy take that path? Why wouldn't he go down here and do this? Sometimes the game is a bit buggy. You gotta do every square 1 by 1.
Ready to strike.
These guys have decent melee, so I'm just gonna press up against the prime. Make it so the prime can't move. Now this guy affects single target enemy within 3 tiles. Gives minus evasion and plus basic armor. Okay, so basically take range damage and reduce armor. So we're gonna move this guy over here. We're gonna put this on their prime. Okay. So strategy is recognizing this guy's a problem, and then using tactics, we're gonna figure out how to get rid of him. And the tactic is we're going to weaken him with this ability, so that we can maybe bring forward our multi-melta and do some damage.
Firing on the enemy.
Nice. Okay.
The blood of Sanguinius flows
bring
in my veins.
Priest forward. We're gonna put the tank here. And since this guy has less armor and takes more range damage, we can actually try using our twin assault cannons on him. Normally I wouldn't recognize this because of the armor, but since we weakened him, oh boom, that was beautiful. And then what do we have? We have a little bit of a storm bolter we can use. Let's see. Anybody need healing? Nope. We're just gonna move our scout unit back behind this cover, so we still have Fog of War revealed, but he's gonna be hard. That's gonna be harder for the enemy to hit. Let's see. So we need to deal with this guy now.
We are the sons of Sanguinius.
We still have our Hell Blasters.
Fire
We can move our Hell Blasters forward.
For the Imperium!
Let's see, my guy here. Will he be able to see? Hopefully. Okay. Let's move him back. So the enemy gets close, we're not hit. And since we need to get rid of this guy, we're going to supercharge our Hell Blasters.
Plasma coils fully overcharged.
Yeah.
Plasma fire support
And
ready.
then, okay, yeah, we're not gonna supercharge these guys because they're probably gonna miss because of
Before it
the cover bonus.
disappears!
Okay, so the Trigon is at 20 health. So the reason why I tried to use the Hell Blasters first is because I didn't want to bring in the assault assessors, the assault squad. Because if I did surround the Trigon with my assault guys, he'd probably do his AoE attack and kill my guys. But since he is low, we can probably bring people in and kill him, and he won't get a chance to use his ability. Okay. And so that is strategy and thinking ahead, right? We recognize the problem, but okay, if we get close, they can use their ability. So let's try and kill him with a ranged attack first before we close distance, because closing distance, is dangerous. And that was tactics. Tactics was, okay, we're gonna use these guys first, and then we're gonna use these guys. And so now we're gonna activate the jetpacks. Ooh, we don't get close enough actually. Let's turn that off, actually. How about the Librarian? Librarian's abilities plus 2 of movement. Jetpacks plus 2 movement.
Sanguinius carries me.
Damn. Okay, so it looks like nobody can get
Death
closer.
from above! The warp is restless.
Let's see, who has the stronger bolt
What
pistol?
is
Armor
your
Pierce
plan?
1. Armor Pierce 3. But I don't... Okay, so new plan is we're going to... So we can't use melee attacks. So we're going to get these guys close and shoot at him with bolt pistols. Although...
The warp
There's a less
is
chance of
restless.
us killing him with bolt pistols. But we're going to have to try it.
Sanguinius
Let's
carries
move
me.
these guys forward.
We are the lords of the assault doctrine.
And actually, never mind, we have crack grenades. I completely forgot we had crack grenades. Crack grenades are anti-tank grenades. Completely
What
forgot
is
about that.
your
I did not
plan?
need to move this guy forward. So what we'll do is, to compensate for the mistake, we will overwatch the spot right here.
We are the blood blades of Skyfall.
And since we have units committed to this side, and it looks like they have a bunch of melee units right there, we're going to bring up our melee units and just kind of overwatch this flank they have.
Yes. Challenge accepted.
Now these guys actually, there's light infantry right here. These guys excel at playing them. So we're going to clean up and take out this squad. And I believe the tank still has a stone bolter. So we're going to clean up the board and just have everybody use their bolt weapons.
Heavy close
Target this squad right here.
The blood waits.
I know it's not full range for this guy. 1. Okay, so we're just going to have this guy overwatch one tile in front.
They will not overwhelm us.
And then
Hell blasters
now it's the end of the
awaiting
turn.
target.
So we should always be thinking about our next turns. With strategy, we recognize that when they're trying to move forward, they'll be slowed because we put difficult terrain on these tiles. And so what that means is when they're slow, they're not going to be able to make as much ground. And so if they commit to the front, we can just move our guys back and kite them. For those who don't know, kiting is basically walking backwards and shooting, just keeping distance between you and the enemy. And while the enemy is distracted, our main army right here, we have our flanking force come around and engage their melee units. And then I think that's all we have. Who has Overwatch?
Battle line squad.
Oh,
ready.
these guys. Yeah, let's just Overwatch.
They will regret coming this close.
Okay. Let's see what happens. Okay. They have a mobile artillery unit. These guys are very dangerous. These guys are able to one-shot our basic infantry squads right here. So, oh, they're able to close the distance. Okay. So it looks like they're targeting these guys. Wiser option would have been to target these guys, but that's okay. These guys are meant to be meet shields and body block, protect the rest of the army. And we have our tech priest right here to compensate for that. Okay. So we killed one of their synaptic leaders, but it doesn't really affect the gene, the enemy, our opponent right now, because the gene stealers don't get bonuses from synaptic leaders. So even though we killed their prime, the Tyranids are going hard and strong still with buffs. Oh.
Under fire.
Okay. So it looks like they have a line of ranged units in the back. We gotta look out for. Okay. Oh, looks like they're setting up some
Taking fire.
termagants. Maybe to be a distraction from this force advancing. Now I gotta think, do we even want this force to advance? Because they have a line of... Oh shit! That's what I was talking about. Okay, so they have two of these mobile artillery guys. And just one shot or one assault squad. Okay. So the question is, do we even want to continue with the push? Because they have a line of range units, and as soon as we're around the corner, we're going to meet a firing squad, a hail of bullets. So let's see, how are we going to deal with this? And because of the poison, we can't have our melee guys engage over here, so I think we have to keep pushing forward. And so what we're going to do is, instead of kiting, we're going to try and break through the line and push forward to support these guys. Okay? So... yeah, okay. So... who are we going to get rid of? You have range of 3... I believe we should have our tank target the venom throats. They get poison. Okay, that was very good. We took out two of them. Okay. And then maybe... okay, no, I can't move these guys forward because of...
anti-grav ready.
What you want to call it. Zone of control. Okay. Maybe got this last guy with nothing. Or a miss.
Plasma fire
where are
support
these
ready.
guys? We're gonna move the tank back out of danger. He already shot, he did his job. Trying to think. Our librarian can give a unit bonus HP. Not himself. Okay, well I clicked on himself by accident. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna bring him forward then. So we're gonna. I just wanted to look at the ability. I didn't want to use it, but
I
melee
have
attack.
seen your
Deal with this
death
guy.
by my hands.
Okay. And we'll have him face the squad of Gene Stealers, just in case they attack him. He'll get a reaction attack. Oh, before we forget, let's see what guys up here.
Is strong. Do not falter.
Okay. And let's move our Hell Blasters this way to deal with their other Venom Trope, whatever you want to call it.
Ranged plasma on your request.
Okay, and then do we have movement points to back up? Yes, we do. So we should back up because they are melee units advancing.
My vigilance is eternal.
Okay, so we have battle line tactics plus 4 range ability, plus 30 range damage, but plus 75% basic melee damage received. So we shouldn't use this ability on this squad because they can't move because this guy has they have zone of control. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna activate it on these guys, and to try and free this guy from zone of control, we'll have these guys fire at these
Engaging the enemy.
Nice. These guys can
Precision,
take
brothers.
and we'll fire at these venom guys.
Brothers.
Okay. These guys have an attack left. They're not meant to fight higher armored infantry, but in an act of desperation, I really want to move these guys off the map. Surprisingly well, we'll check out the other two guys. Okay.
Always ready, always vigilant.
Just gonna move these guys back.
Moving.
There's no poison right here, though. So we can move these guys.
We will fall upon them with righteous
forward.
fury.
Okay, they're gonna have to stop here because of zone of control. Yeah, because of the firing line back here, we shouldn't break up our army. We should bring our army back and push together. So we're going to... let's fire on these. A lot of grazed and block going on. What's their armor? Oh, they're all 3. Never mind. Okay.
Assault Marines ready.
I could have brought my librarian, put him here, and done the spear attack. Completely forgot I had that. If I move my librarian here, their firing line can just walk forward and blast him to smithereens. It's a hard decision. Before I do that, can you guys walk backwards now? No, please. Oh, you have no movement. But this guy, no. Okay. We'll just move him over here and deal with the rest of the melee guys. We'll do some cleanup. Yeah, based on threat assessment and strategy, we can say it is wiser to actually pull our army back and regroup rather than keep them forward and attack their lines. Let's just clean up and kill these guys. These guys can't get close, so let's bring them forward and use our bolt pistols on what remains of the squad.
They shall know death. Fire support.
Okay, we still have the scout vehicle. Let's just keep him behind this pillar to reveal line of sight. Let's overwatch in case these guys try and push him. Yeah. Okay, so they have two big artillery guys in the back that have the abilities to one-shot infantry squads. We're going to clean up and deal with their melee guys here. And then as a single force, we're going to push forward into their firing line.
Close.
Originally, I was going to split the army in half and go this way. But since they have a firing squad in the back, overwatching the rest of the army, it is not wise to split up our army. Okay. Good little reaction attack going. Oh, you notice he saw an attack back here, okay.
Taking fire!
Taking fire. Okay. So how are we gonna do this? We'll probably have the Librarian attack the more armored infantry right here. Oh, Librarian Dreadnought. We'll have Librarian... trying to think. See, this guy's weak. But we're moving a squad here, kill that guy. Dreadnought, melee attack, kill these guys. These guys are almost dead. Oh, they are dead, probably. Yeah, they're dead. Have this guy move here, help attack this guy. Librarian will just attack this squad twice, move them up, face the air.
Receiving fire.
And then we'll move intercessors forward to do cleanup.
Receiving fire.
And then we'll do the same with the Hellblasters, and then we'll move our tank in to engage the rest of the army. Actually, if I move this guy over here, we could probably just use the multi-melt to take him out. We don't have to move our guys in this way.
Taking fire!
They're hurting our infantry, but that's okay, because it keeps our Librarian Dreadnought alive. We got the big cannon right there, so we want to move to this side. We want to steer clear of this side. Oh shit, they took out one of our dudes. Dang. They hurted.
My powers await your command.
So these guys also have a strong melee attack. So over here, they've kind of built a wall that's hard to get through. So our opponent's strategy may be create a wall to stall us while they poke at us with their giant cannons. So what we're gonna do is, I would use shifting sand, but they've already closed distance, so it doesn't matter. So we're just gonna do attacks. Gonna do like I said earlier. We're just gonna have a guy attack the guy instead.
Bloodshed. On the move. The librarian can assist you in this matter if it must.
Ooh, I have a point. I can call in an assault cannon strafe. I think it would be wise to do that right now instead of waiting for more assault marines. Normally I would wait. For what am I doing? Normally I'd wait to get 2 command points to call in a squad of assault marines. But they have these units that can one-shot your infantry squads, and they have strong melee units, so I don't think it would be wise. We'd call them in, and we'd probably just lose them. So we're going to go for the gun strafe. And we're going to start right here, and we're going to go to...
Confirmed and en route.
Okay, we weakened their line a bit.
We are the lords of the assault doctrine.
This guy attack this guy. Can you finish him off, please? Yes. Yes. Okay, so now these guys can deal with other units.
We are the blood blades of Skyfall.
Let's get their ability. They get the damage bonus. Weaken this squad. And there's a general rule of thumb. You're always going to attack the squad that has more models, because then you have the opportunity of taking out more units. Oh, did they just upright kill him with a counterattack? Yo, what? Okay, bring these guys in. Damage boost. Attack.
Strategically sound.
We can bring these guys up as cleanup.
We'll
do a move the tank right here and deal with these guys flanking. Even though there's this guy right here, a tank should be good because the giant cannon is more for infantry units.
Battle line squad ready.
Okay, so we're gonna bring our guys up.
Affirmative. Engaging the enemy.
I want to use damage right here. Over here, Springfield.
For the Emperor.
Bring this up.
When the day's darkest, we prevail through control.
Let's put them right here. So we put these guys right
Ranged
here.
plasma on your request.
We can probably have them focus the some of the warriors actually. It's the Hell Blaster's job to attack the more heavy infantry or armored units. That's what we're gonna do.
Target acquired.
Move this guy back.
Assault Marines ready. Yes. For the Emperor.
And then we're gonna move this tank forward and deal with this flank over here. Machine guns! Man, that was good. I love that.
Need a scout?
And, optimal range is 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll move the scout right there. I'll have them use both of their mounted bulk guns to weaken this squad. Okay, so the flank's been dealt with, we're protected, we're going to commit to this side. We're going to just keep fighting, try and get rid of these guys. A strategy we could have gone through is have the whole army commit to this side, bypassing their melee. That actually might have been the wiser choice, although their melee can always just backtrack and come around and deal with us this way. So we're going to use strategy and threat assessment. We realize they have 2 cannons lined up. So we need to power through as quick as possible. So we're probably going to we're going to get our Hellblasters and this land speeder close. And we're going to have them just target this guy right here. Because this guy isn't much of a threat because there's a wall blocking him. If we can, we'll have our assault squad and our librarian use their jetpacks and close distance on this guy. So these are tactics we're using. We're going to figure out how to deal with this guy. And then going back to strategy, how is our opponent going to deal with this? If we did close distance with our assault squads and librarian, they'd probably have the warriors retreat and pull back and surround our guys we put right there. So we're using tactics. We're going to use the rest of our army to deal with these guys, so they have a harder time doing that. So we're going to Overwatch with our one increase. Okay.
Resistance detected.
Taking fire!
Okay, so they took out that squad. That's not good. Yeah, the priest Overwatch is coming in handy. Killed one guy.
Receiving fire.
So they split up their guys.
Resistance detected.
We probably shouldn't have pulled the tank as far back as we did initially. But that's okay. That just means they haven't been shooting it as much, and they become a big game player in the late game, or right now actually. We're heading towards the late game right now, if not already in it. So this is one guy. So when it gets to our turn, we'll probably have our priest just shoot it and then use its ability to heal these guys. Just getting closer with the turbo. So our opponent is probably committing to the whole make a wall and stall while they have these guys in the back shoot. Because I don't see a reason why they'd push with the turbo gun, because there's a risk of losing it and sacrificing it. So that's something to think about. How do we deal with this? So we need to get our tank full. We need him to join the fight. So we're gonna do this guy. Move this guy out of the way.
With speed.
Okay.
Anti-grav ready.
Apparently still on the way. There we go. Let's just take out the squad. Oh nice, we can surge, we can do the thing again. +2 movement.
Speed to match our fury.
So we can get around this corner. And then let's harass these warriors right here. Since there's fewer of them, we can probably take out that squad. Nice. Okay.
My power is yours to command.
Let's give us some bonus HP. Wait. Yes. Let's get up there. Mess with these guys. These guys have missing health, so we can probably kill them. Okay, attack! Nice, we got 2 of them. Okay.
Ready for recon.
And then we move our guy right here. We can probably take out the squad.
Firing on the enemy.
We'll take out the model, finishing the squad. Nice, okay. So we should be safe to get guys back there. So we're going to...
Sanguinius carries me.
And, we can't quite get to this guy, but we can get to this guy. So we'll just fly behind this guy and hit him. Librarian is like a bishop in chess, you know, keep him in the back, and then when the moment strikes, throw him forward. Okay. And now the guys back here, we're just gonna do some cleanup. So
We fight and we
these are only
die
4
for the
guys. We'll shoot at the
Imperium.
one.
We are the sons of
These guys will shoot
Sanguinius.
at these few. Get this guy forward to shoot at these guys.
Battle line squad ready.
Hell
I
blasters
think move
awaiting
these guys
target.
forward to shoot at these guys right here.
Plasma fire support ready.
Optimal range is 4. 1, 2, 3,
Moving
4.
into position.
Okay. And by killing the warriors, we are protecting our librarian from any retaliation in the next turn.
Ranged plasma on your request.
We are the sons of Sanguinius.
Anybody do anything else? Oh, this guy can attack. We'll just soften up the squad right here. And then we could move him, but we're actually gonna keep him right here as like a soft target for this guy right here. So this guy, this cannon doesn't harass our main army.
Hell blasters awaiting target.
Oh, we actually took him out. Okay. So now we can focus on this guy right here.
For the Imperium! We are the defenders of Baal!
Okay. Actually gonna move the dreadnought over here, just in case he dies and explode, doesn't end up killing this infantry squad. And that should be everything. We should be fine. The only thing we risk losing is our librarian if this guy decides to attack him right here.
Need a scout?
That's why we have this guy right here. It's kind of like a sacrifice. Shoot this guy instead, please. Ah, you poisoned the dreadnought. Okay, he is going for the librarian. Okay. And he missed. Thank goodness. Although now our librarian is surrounded by
Powers
two
await your command.
melee guys, so it's gonna be harder for him to get out there. Oh shit, I didn't realize he's on fucking 1 HP. So what we need to do is
Aye.
get this guy
Heavy
forward.
armor awaiting
Take
your
out
orders.
this. Okay, so using strategy, we can recognize that our librarian could have been taken out by this squad right here. So we just went forward and dealt with that. Now, this guy has an ability that reduces an opponent's armor, and they take more damage. So we're actually going to bring him forward and use that ability on this turbo gun. And now that he's weakened, we're going to use our Hell Blasters on him. And our Hell Blasters have optimal range 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4.
Ranged
So that guy's
plasma
already
on
where
your
he's going to
request.
be.
I am ready to help.
So we're going to
We're
overcharge these
taking
guys,
fire.
do as much damage as possible. These guys are taking down, so we're not going to overcharge them. We're just going to shoot normally. Nice.
Land speeder crew
I believe this guy has
awaiting
the same
orders.
ability as well. Yes, so we're going to get him forward. Because we need to get our librarian out of there. So, strategies are recognizing we need to get our librarian out of there. And so we're going to use tactics to kill these two guys, right? So we use this guy's ability to weaken this guy's armor. We're going to use this squad's ability to weaken this cannon's armor. Wait, can I not use it? Within 3 tiles. 1, 2, 3. Oh, within 4. I was too far away. Okay, so we're going to have to shoot instead then. And then we'll move 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we'll go here.
Confirmed.
Move the dreadnought forward, but I want to move the dreadnought like right here, so if the dreadnought explodes, it doesn't kill our librarian. So I got positive movement. Nice. And now we attack with melee. Oh, it was really good. Darn, okay. What else we got? Oh, we got these annoying guys back here. We'll send a tech priest and shoot at them. Because why not? Do some cleanup. And then, let's see. Optimal range is 3. 1, 2, 3. We'll move our space range here. And we'll use battle line tactics to get extra range damage. And maybe we'll take this guy out. It's a long shot, though. Oh, we did it. We actually did it. There's no way. Okay. It happened. Now we can get the librarian out of dodge. There's this guy. Can the squad shoot? The squad can shoot. So we're going to move the librarian down and to the right over here.
Hellblasters awaiting target. Fire support. We can handle it.
Move these guys forward. Oh wait, these guys can surge. We're gonna surge and just waste it on down here. I don't want the risk of these guys just beelining it this way and shooting our guy once, killing him.
We are the defenders of Baal.
Let's get the tank behind the wall to protect it.
With speed.
And the last unit should be this guy, so it should be a piece of cake. Ah, runs away. Got this guy. Yup. Oh, we survived though. Okay.
Anti-grav ready.
Let's send a scout forward. Okay. So strategy is we recognize the only thing left is this giant cannon. So how are we going to get rid of him? Well, we need to get these hell blasters around the corner.
Heavy armor.
Or a tank. So a tank does a lot of damage. So we're going to move the tank forward. Move these infantry. 1, 2, 3, 4. Move the infantry right here because the hell blasters are going to be right here for optimal range.
Moving into position.
Affirmative.
For the Imperium!
And can we get this guy close to weaken him? Well, we cannot. So let's use multi-melta. And then we'll just shoot all the plasma guns.
Target.
And that didn't finish him, so we'll just fire a tank. And lovely, we did it. Now we definitely could have played that game differently. Instead of committing to the middle, we could have rerouted our whole army and gone on the left side. But that's basically strategy and tactics. Now recognize the problem and how you're gonna deal with the problem. That's basically what we covered. And thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please give a like and subscribe. And I'll see you.